I gotta make sure I'm situated. Hashtag Team Light Skin. Hey guys, it's Avery. So the video that I'm gonna be doing today is the mixed girl tag. So I've seen quite a few people do this, and to be honest, I've gone out of my way to watch different people's tags on this because I think that it is actually very hard to be mixed and to be different than some people. So I've been thinking about doing this tag for a while, but it wasn't until recently when I was talking to a mom of a little girl at my church, and she was explaining to me how much of a role model that I was to her, and that touched my heart so much. And so I realized that watching these videos really helped me too, and it made me feel more comfortable with what I was. And so I thought that if I made this video and shared my personal experience, not only could the little girl that I love watch it, but anybody else. So that is why I chose to do this tag. I have the questions on my phone, so if I'm reading it, that's why. So the first question is, what are you mixed with? My mom is the African American or black one, and my dad is the white one. On my mom's side, my grandma was originally from Nova Scotia, but I know the background of our family is Bayesian and Guyanese, which Bayesian is from Barbados, so some people don't know what that is when I say it. My dad's side, I actually have no idea what my white side is. I'm just white. He grew up in Minnesota his whole life, and his family's from here too, so I don't really know about that one, but yeah. The second question is, what ethnicity have you commonly been mistaken for? My sister, because I have 3 half siblings, so 2 of them are mixed like me, and the other one is full white. So my sister is half black and then half Italian, so she gets more commonly mistaken for Asian or like Blasian, but me, I've literally never been mistaken for anything. I can never remember anybody being like, what are you? Like, I just get called light skin, so that's not really a thing for me. The third question is your hair curly or straight? It's actually pin straight, and I curl it every day, so it's so much work. My hair is curly. This is my natural hair, not this coloring on the ends, but this is my natural hair. Fourth question is, was coming from different backgrounds challenging growing up? I think in any mixed child, coming like a combination of things is a little bit challenging. For me, it wasn't necessarily like a culture clash thing, because I don't even know what my like white side, I don't know what my culture is really on that side. And then as far as like my mom goes, we just like, I don't know, there's nothing really super culturally that we do that would make it difficult, but I do definitely think that not necessarily belonging to one side or the other has been hard. Oh, but you're black, and I'm like, yeah, but like I'm also half white, so I mean, you're never really completely a part of one specific culture. On my own culture, it's called the light skin. But I do think growing up, that was definitely hard for me because I grew up in Minnesota, so a lot of my friends were white, and I had mostly white friends, and so I wanted to be like them a lot, and I cut my hair one time. I cut myself bangs, and if you see my hair, cutting bangs would not really be a thing, because then I'd just have some poofs on my forehead. And that's exactly what I had for a year as I grew up, because I wanted to be like my 2 best friends who at the time had forehead bangs. Question 5 is, what background do you embrace the most? To be honest, I think I embrace both of them equally. I've been told a lot that I act white, and so I don't really know, like, I know what that is because I get it, but I mean, can't really act a color. But I've been told that I'm whitewashed, which I hate that saying because it's annoying and whatever, but to be honest, I think I embrace my cultures equally because, I mean, that's who I am and that's my makeup. So I think I do my best to embrace both cultures equally. Question 6. Have you ever been teased for being different? Yes. I'm very lucky that I've never been like extremely bullied or anything in my life, and I'm very fortunate for that. But I have been made fun of for this thing right here, this beautiful thing on my head. Before, I was so self-conscious of my hair, and I absolutely hated it. And like, I'm 17 years old right now, and this coming school year I'll be a senior, and it took me until my junior year. It took me until now to be comfortable in with my hair. My whole entire freshman year, I wore my hair up in a bun. Like, I did not wear it down. If anything, it was a ponytail, but it was a bun or a ponytail. And then last year, I would wear my hair like, I would do like next level like braid thing, so like the bottom would be down, but like this whole top part would just be like back, because I was like, it's too poofy on the top, like I look like a poodle, and I freak out. And that, to me, like thinking about it, I just think, why did it take this long? But it's because growing up, I wanted to have straight hair. I wanted to have hair like all my friends, and I wanted to fit in, and I wanted to be able to just wake up and it be nice and not be poofy. And I have been called, like, my friends jokingly would call me like a poodle and things like that, and like make fun of my hair and say I had an afro and like stuff like that. And like, yeah, that's not bad, but then that just reflected on me, because every time I look at myself with my hair down, I would just think, oh, you look like a poodle. And I would just think someone's gonna make fun of me. And like, I didn't realize how beautiful curly hair really is. And like, yeah, I'm not saying I love it every day, because it is not easy and it takes a lot of work to maintain, but I've finally come to terms with my hair. I can do stuff with my hair that people with straight hair can't, but I can also straighten my hair and have my hair very similar to theirs. So I think I get the best of both worlds. Yes, there's days when I'm still like, what the heck is this? Like, why did I have to get this hair? But I'm very, very grateful for it, because it makes me different. I know that question, I completely just went off on a tangent about that question. Have you ever been ashamed of being multiracial? There was a very small time when I was like I said earlier, I don't fit into a specific like race. Like, even to this day, when I'm taking a test or filling out something and you have to put like, check the box that says like your ethnicity, like, it makes me upset. And like, it's not that I'm ashamed of my background, it's just that like, I'm confused. And it's not something that's confusing, because I know, I get how it works. Like, I understand that. It's just that I don't know how to define myself, and so it's not, I've never been ashamed of my background, but it's definitely been like challenging, because I mean, you want to belong. So I am 50% like both. Like, I'm half white and I am half black, but I don't technically fit into either category, because my skin is not white and I'm not dark either. So I'm my own breed. Do you feel like being mixed has its benefits? This is my favorite question of them all, because I have a small list. Okay, benefit number 1. Even in the winter, when I am my palest color, which is like something like this but even lighter, I am not pasty. I will never be pasty. You can never tell me I'm glowing, because I'm year-round tan. Number 2, which is kind of same on the, still known as being tan. Yes, I can get tan. I have tan lines right now, because I can still get darker, and I love it. But I can't get a sunburn, except for I can get a burn on my face, but like, that doesn't count. Those are 2 things I really like. And also, like I said earlier with my hair, I can have my hair be huge and teased up and crazy, but I can also take an hour out of my life to straighten it. My hair can look like all the little white girls too, so I can play both games. Another benefit that I think is, being mixed is dark. I just think the whole idea of it is cool. There are so many combinations, because there are a lot of really beautiful people, and they're just mixed with a ton of stuff, and I'm just like, what are you? And so kids are gonna have like a whole lot of genes, because who knows? So then when they grow up and they do their little mixed girl tag, they're gonna have to list like 6 different ethnicities, that's how you say it. So shout out to my future baby. Sorry for making your life complicated, but mama's got you. Well, I just answered that question. Question number 9 is what makes being multicultural a beautiful thing? I just kind of went off that, so I'm just gonna, yeah. And the last question, any advice to someone who struggles with their multicultural identity? My biggest advice to them is to honestly just seem a little bit harsh, but accept it. In any way you can to come to terms with it, the sooner you do, the so much happier you will be, because once you realize that this is how you are and this is how you were made, and you can just learn to love it and accept it, you're gonna be so much happier. And like my hair, I hated it and I did everything I could to hide it, but I mean, it's on the top of my head and it's kind of big, so you can't really hide it. And now that I've realized it, I have so many, like, I just feel so much more confident with myself and things like that. And also, I think another tip that I have for a girl or a guy, I guess, that's mixed and maybe struggling with it, is that, like, you're special. Yes, there may be someone else in the world who happens to have the exact same mixture as you, but you are special. I just think anybody who's mixed and isn't really sure what to do, I honestly just think that if you have somebody that is a similar to you or a similar mix to you and you can look up to them, like, that is the greatest thing. Because growing up, I didn't have, like, my sister is mixed too, but she's different than me. Like, oh, I didn't really have someone to look up to. And so, like, recently hearing that I was someone's role model because of how I am and the mixture that I am, that just made me feel so proud of being mixed. And so the sooner you accept it, the sooner you can be a role model for someone else who may be struggling and thinking and being ashamed of who they are, because you're beautiful and you should love yourself. So that was my tag. I know I rambled. I really wanted to do this and I was really excited to do it, but I didn't really gather my thoughts first. And my throat also really hurts, so I'm really out of breath every time I talk. But that was my tag, and bye. It's a revolution.